Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles, so we're going to talk about something she doesn't care about. That would be video games. We're going to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows, we're going to talk about the drama around that, and we're going to talk about Ubisoft's stock plummeting not long after they dropped this trailer. Now, are those two things related? Not necessarily, but it is kind of interesting because investors are looking at the situation. They're like, yeah, you guys really don't got nothing. You really don't have much going on here. I guess they missed the mark on their earnings call or whatever. And of course, we have the $130 Star Wars game that nobody wants coming out. And then this disaster, Assassin's Creed Shadows. We'll talk about this on this channel. Now, for those of you who don't know, we actually do have another Clownfish channel. It's Clownfish Gaming, and we do gameplay videos over there, and I've been doing live streams. You guys asked for live streams. I've been doing live streams over there, but nobody's coming over and watching them. But I also do them on X, on my personal X account at Kneon. And we did talk about this a little bit, the Yasuke Wikipedia drama. Now, just here's the TLDR on the situation. Ubisoft dropped a trailer for a new Assassin's Creed taking place in feudal Japan. And the protagonist, or one of the protagonists, is a black dude. Now, they're saying it's based on a historical character. However, they're making him a samurai in this game, and there really isn't a whole lot of information, as I understand it. Like, I am no history buff. I'm no history expert, especially when it comes to feudal Japan. But it seems like they're taking an awful lot of liberties, and a lot of people think it's just for DEI points that they're making Yasuke a main character, making him a full-blown samurai in feudal Japan. And I think the other main playable character is a woman. Again, people are like, why can't I just be a Japanese samurai in feudal Japan? But it's modern AAA gaming, guys. Now, there's a whole lot of drama around this because apparently the Wikipedia page discussion tab, the talk tab, is a hot button right now because people are trying to retcon this historical character in which there's very little information on him. As I understand, they're trying to retcon to make it out like, yeah, this guy always was a samurai and he's a big deal. And yeah, it's true, guys. He was, really nobody knows. Like, nobody knows. Anyway, they dropped the trailer. The downvotes are astounding. And 253,000 upvotes to 517,000 downvotes getting ratioed. People not real excited for this game. Normies will probably pick it up. I'm going to be honest, and I'll be like, hey, it's Afro Samurai. Yeah, whatever. The Japanese are not amused, or some Japanese people are not amused. And look, at the end of the day, it is just a video game, right? But a lot of people were making comparisons to the giant crab debacle. You have to go Google that, where it's like, yeah, this is a very historically accurate game, and then we're gonna embellish here a little bit, but we're gonna talk about that. Whether or not you think this is right or wrong, whether or not you think that people who are calling it out are being racist or not, it is an issue. It's a big issue right now, and it's going to affect their sales, right? It's definitely affecting their PR. Now, did it affect their stocks? I don't know. I think there's other stuff going on here. All these AAA studios are crumbling. They're burning down in real time. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I think I want to go play more V Rising because they just added Castlevania DLC to it. I think I want to go play that. And that's like a $30 game. But let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. Again, check out Clownfish Gaming. More gameplay videos and gaming news over there. So let's take a look at the stock. Yeah. I don't know if it was just a happy coincidence or what, but the stock did drop considerably. And we've got Market Watch saying that their shares are slumping after guidance disappoints. This is, again, coming from Market Watch. Shares of Assassin's Creed maker Ubisoft's UBI plunged Thursday after the group set guidance below analysts' expectations for the quarter, signaling a slow start to the new fiscal year following a strong fourth quarter. Ubisoft traded 15% lower. The stock is down 22% in the last 12 months. The French video game maker expects net bookings of around 275 million euros or 300 million US dollars for its first fiscal quarter. The disappointing guidance paints a stark contrast with a strong closing quarter of fiscal 2024 marked by Assassin's Creed and Rainbow Six. Well, they destroyed a lot of goodwill for Assassin's Creed. I'm just saying, this is Ubisoft too. Last year, I remember they were, was it them that they were advertising Assassin's Creed? I think in other games or something, they were having a big sale and like, oh, we didn't mean to do that. That was a glitch. It's like, no, people just busted you. Trying to make more money, AAA game developer trying to make more money. This is what they're all doing now. EA is talking about doing it. They're basically going to start charging more for these games, these incomplete games, these probably censored and DEI infused games. They're going to charge you $70 to $130 for them, and then they're going to inject them with ads. And it's going to be live service and constant DLC, constant updates. I remember, and it wasn't that long ago, you would buy a game on a disc or a cartridge, and that was the game, and that was it. And you put it in your console, and you played it, and that was it. Same with PC games. Occasionally there would be updates. You're right, there were updates when it was online. I remember PC games when they were not online. I remember PC games when they came on floppy disks, and that was the game. And when they made an update to it, it was called a sequel. Yes. Hey, the sequel is going to fix a lot of the problems that the last game had, but you're going to have to wait for the sequel. Anyway, Ubisoft said it decided to stop development on the Division Heartland and redeploy resources to bigger games such as X-Defiant and Rainbow Six. The lineup this fiscal year to the end of March 2025 includes Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is DOA, Star Wars Outlaws, which is DOA, Rainbow Six Mobile. You all have phones, right? And the Division Resurgence and X-Defiant. For the new fiscal year, Ubisoft expects solid net bookings growth and a slight increase in non-IFRS operating profit. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we get it. Start canceling games already. They're canceling games already. This isn't a good sign. They're canceling a lot of games, right? This comes from IGN. They said Ubisoft has been on a game canceling spree as of late, having shut down 3 unannounced games, including the mysterious Project Q, Immortals Phoenix Rising 2. They canceled 4 other unannounced games, with the company explaining its decision by saying it had been trying to make too many games at once. AAA studios bring out one new game like every 2 years. You know, a lot of times, like, these games take forever to make. In the last year in particular, Ubisoft, like many other gaming companies, has been undergoing major cost-cutting measures, which have included the aforementioned game cancellations, studio closures, and multiple rounds of layoffs. As noted in Ubisoft's earnings release, it has reduced its employee numbers by over 1,700 people in a year and a half, while retention has continued to improve. Yeah, because where else are they going to go? All these studios are laying off. Where else are these people going to go? As of March, Ubisoft employs 19,000 people. That is too many people for a game developer, I think. I guarantee you out of those 19,011 people, like 1,000 people do the actual work that makes money, maybe. And the other 18,000 people are worthless. And they're just there for check boxes or whatever, write-offs. That's usually how it is at software companies. I work for a software company. I can say this. Yeah, most of the people that work at software companies, they're bloat. They're dead weight. What do they call them? Overhead employees. They're not actually like employees that have billable skills or marketable skills. They're just the people making the copies or the marketing people or the social media people or whatever. And their existence, their job is not tied directly to the bottom line. It's the programmers, the developers who actually make the stuff that you sell. So, yeah, I think they could probably trim the fat a lot more. I'm going to watch Ubisoft. I think they're going to implode. In today's earnings call, the CEO told investors the company was back on track for a profitable growth trajectory. Not after that Assassin's Creed trailer. Not after telling people you're going to charge them $130 for Star Wars. I don't think it's going to go well for you. I think it's going to go about as well as Suicide Squad went for Warner Brothers. I'm just saying. I think people are over it. I think people are over AAA games. They're over it. They've only got a couple games coming out this year. Assassin's Creed Shadow's not going to do. I don't think it's going to do that well, judging by the downvotes. Star Wars Outlaws, again, judging by the reaction I've seen and judging by the price tag, I don't think it's going to do that well. Rainbow Six Mobile, probably. It's a mobile app, whatever. Technologically, Ubisoft is narrowing its focus to its own internal game engines to just two branches, Anvil and Snowdrop, and is aggressively pursuing generative AI tech, especially with its Neo NPC program. Those are the other 18,000 employees that don't actually bring any revenue, meaningful revenue to the company. We call them the Neo NPCs. They're just here to bleed the bank account dry. Yeah, it's not looking too good for them. It really isn't. There's a lot of backlash. And again, we can debate historical accuracy. I am no expert on feudal Japan, right? I am definitely not. But I've seen enough posting. I've seen enough information that leads me to believe that they have really trumped up the importance of this particular historical figure that there's really very little history on, like recorded history on. Like, he was a black guy in Japan who was around samurai, but we don't know if he actually was a samurai. And again, that also being said, this is just a video game, right? I mean, I get that. I get it's just a video game, but there's a lot of drama around the Wikipedia entries. There's a lot of drama around the game journos trying to do damage control, and that never goes well for them. The same thing happened with Suicide Squad. And look at where it landed Warner Brothers. Look at where it landed Rocksteady. I think they lost $200 million on that game because the word of mouth was so bad. I mean, whoever would have thought that a new Arkham game would have been a massive failure at launch? But it was. And the same thing could happen with this. Just the negativity and the controversy surrounding the game. It's anti-marketing. It's anti-sales. People are going to nope out. I thought this was pretty funny. Is it Papa Uwu? Uwu? I had to retweet this. I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize. After speaking with Ubisoft PR, they sent me this picture of Yasuke and his family. The picture was taken by Rurouni Kenshin, and Joseph Joestar helped Yasuke learn fluent Japanese. Yes, this was taken in the, 1600s? There we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, so that's just it. They were trying to retcon history and whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, is it just a video game? Yeah. But it's also hundreds of millions of dollars for this studio. And I put this out. I joked. I said it's an actual photographic proof from Ubisoft. Case closed. Y'all are just racist. People are like, oh my God, you're so stupid. I didn't think you were this stupid. That's AI. That's not a photograph. They didn't have cameras back then. Yeah, whatever. I swear to God, everybody's getting so much stupider online. But yeah, I think it's going to be a disaster for them. Ubisoft, I think, is going to implode here pretty soon. I think we're going to have like one or two AAA studios left at the end of it. It's going to be like Highlander. And Embracer wanted to be that company, and they burnt all their stuff down to the ground too. It's so bad they have to split the company into 3 parts. Just play indie games. It's so much easier. It really is. Support what you like. And we've got, again, decades of video games that you've never played. Same with comic books. Decades of comic books you've never read. Do we need to buy new stuff? No, not really. I mean, I think there's great new stuff out there. I really do. I think there's some really good stuff out there. But it's getting buried under the corporate AAA crap, and the controversy, the non-controversies, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't know, guys. It's not looking good. That's all I can say. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.